What is your perfect Dungeons & Dragons party composition? Are you for the perfectly balanced party of damage, tankiness, healers, utility, or are you full memes? Are you 6 wizards, 6 rogues, all clerics, or are you cultured in the ways of the 6 human fighters? I asked JoCat and Commander RPG to give me their perfect party composition and debate why theirs was better and their opponent's was worse, and this was the result. Welcome to the Master Debater Dungeons & Dragons Edition Part 6, the perfect D&D party composition. If you are unfamiliar with how this game works, there is a link to the video right up here explaining how this game works. Just watch the first couple minutes to get the gist. But I asked what the perfect D&D party composition was, and things got a little bit out of hand. So at the end, when you're done watching this video, be sure to leave it a like, subscribe if you have not, and let me know, one, who you think should have won the debate between JoCat or Commander, and also what you think the perfect party composition in Dungeons & Dragons is. And without any further delay, enjoy the Master Debater Dungeons & Dragons Edition Part 6. There's only one more spot to fill between our last two contenders. That's going to be JoCat versus Commander. So
somebody cut both of our times. Let's fucking do this.
Speedrun.
I need that time. Sorry.
You don't want it.
Yeah,
All right.
no, it's rough.
So here's the scenario that I'm going to give both of you. If you guys pick the same thing, this is going to be fucking insane. But I need you to give me the absolute perfect party composition. 5 people. Give me the perfect party composition. Why is it better than your opponent's party composition in a game? Like classes. Yeah,
okay.
like the characters being played, not like the players, but like the characters being played.
Like,
I was
celebrities.
thinking that for a second.
No. That'd be a good question, but we're gonna go with just characters to play and the characters to play in the game. You can be as specific or as vague as you want about this. Subclasses, races, just whatever you decide. Whenever you're ready, call a coin flip.
I'll go tails.
All right. Taking initiative here, tails. It is heads. Commander, first or second?
I'm gonna go second on this one.
All right. Commander electing to go second. Oxy, thank you for the 5 gifted. We don't have buybacks this show. It's not on the thing. But thank you for the 5 gifted. Commander, you are electing to go second. 1 minute 30. Let's pin both of you. Get your answers in. Think about them. Let's disable your video. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. Both of you have your full time. You're gonna halftime? Oh, who are you gonna halftime? Are you gonna do both of them? I'm gonna give you 5 because you're my favorite. Aw, thanks, Foxy. Who are you gonna halftime? Can you do both? Sure, why not? I don't care. You don't need to gift one more. Whatever. We'll just make it easy. Speed run. 45 seconds.
Let's go.
45 seconds for both of our competitors. Commander, you are going second, which means JoCat, you are first. 45 seconds on the clock. Your time begins now.
Okay, the perfect party composition is barbarian, rogue, druid, wizard, bard, because each one encompasses one of the major attributes in D&D. Barbarian is strength, rogue is dexterity, druid is wisdom, wizard is intelligence, and bard is charisma. It also makes sure that each one of them has something to do. The barbarian's great at smashing things, lifting things, being big and burly and tanky. The rogue is the more utility person who kind of like does all the skills, goes in, be's all sneaky while the party is grouped together. They can sneak around, they can jump up, go scout ahead. The druid is the one more in tune to the nature, so they can do exploring, talk with the animals and plants. The wizard is the thinky one. They get all the knowledge, going through the libraries, knowing knowledge and just learning things and the lore that they can give to all the party.
And that's time. 45 seconds over to Commander. It's your turn. Get your party composition. You have 45 seconds. Your time begins now.
Okay, power gamer. Let's have the tank and the wizard and the fucking assassin. Fuck that, dude. 5 wizards is the best party, and here's why. Okay, so level one, you all get different spells, and then literally the very first session, whatever the DM says, you say, "Fuck you, DM. We're gonna sit here for the first session, and we're gonna copy each other's spells into our spell book. Now we all know every first level spell that a wizard can know. You do the same at second level. You do the same at third level. You literally power game the DM in a way that's not like kind of boring fucking let's all balance the game out. No, we fucking learn every spell in the entire game. There's only 8 classes, like 8 subclasses in the whole game that you can't learn spells from as a wizard.
That's time. 45 seconds, JoCat. Your response. Your time begins now.
you say that I am power gaming, and yet you say getting all of these spells mixed together so that you can power game the game and turn it essentially into a cakewalk. And also, I don't know about you, but copying down spells sounds like a pretty boring session to me. Just passing notes back and forth and being like, oh, what spell do you have? Did I get your spell yet? Did I get your spell yet? And checking, double checking to make sure that you already copied down the right spells. And finally, the bard is the last encompassing face of the party that makes the entire thing. They're the soul of the party. They're the charisma person. They talk, they cause the memes that the rest of the party needs to figure out and cause a bunch of hijinks and stories. And the bard mixed in with all of these other classes makes a balanced party that have completely different backgrounds, and diversity is the spice of life when you have everyone who can do different
And that's time. JoCat says, this is D&D, not math class. Stop passing notes. Commander, 45 seconds. Over to you. Your time begins now.
JoCat, I'm so sorry that you are so uninspired and unimaginative that you only think wizards can come from a scholarly background. Okay, I've had a wizard before with -1 intelligence, and it was one of my favorite characters I've ever played in my entire life. Yes, his spells sucked, but it didn't matter because he was the brute force half-orc wizard that took his staff and smashed people in the face with it. It doesn't fucking matter. You can be whatever you want to be in one of my campaigns. I'm not sure about yours. I mean, let's be honest here. But if you are one of the 5 wizards, you're going to be in this cohesive, beautiful group of people with probably different backstories if you're not all, you know, playing it that way. That'd be fucking boring. So you make it your own. You have the 5 wizards. You make it your own. You could be...
Time. 1 minute back and forth. This is the last chance. Get your points in now between you two. Both of your times begin now.
All my points have been made. I will simply use the rest of this time to make interpretive dance.
If we're talking about the points that are made, let's fight back with that.
What the fuck is going on?
Hey, shush, they're dancing. Does anyone have a sea shanty prepared? Right.
All right, that's time.
This is great. This is great.
Oh. All right. Well. All right, judges, you got your work cut out for you. Chat. Who won, chat? Who do you think did better? Did JoCat do better, or did Commander do better? 3 minutes. Judges.
Oh.
Where do we even go from here? We're gonna start. We're gonna completely randomize this up. Gnome Ann, unmute yourself and tell me who did it better.
In terms of dance moves, so I really appreciated the elongation on the limbs from JoCat. I think that was really the closer for me. In terms of debating, they're both very, very strong. But I think, I flipped halfway through. I did the thing. I flipped. Commander, I was on your team, and then I flipped partially because of the ad hominem attacks, partially because I can't stand mechanics of D&D and the idea of having to sit around copy shit. Like when JoCat described that, I had a visceral reaction to how much I didn't want to partake that. And lastly, because as a DM, I would just really hate to have a campaign of all wizards.
All right.
Okay, do we know? Okay, never mind.
All right. Well, hey, that's one. That is one vote for JoCat. Let's move on.
Boy.
Tailspin. Who did it better?
Wow, this is a tough one. Especially that last bit there. Like, whew, the fact that JoCat could start that, but the fact that Commander could hop on that just didn't even skip a beat. Oh. But
I had so many good points that I gave up to compete in dancing.
All right, that's enough. Don't swing in the vote.
is so
Would you like to be skipped for now?
Yes.
All right, Cinnabon, who did it better?
Why are you just doing why are you just going through the girls first, huh?
I'm just looking around the screen. I'm just picking
Okay.
people. All right.
Oh. Okay, yeah, no, this is tricky. So at first I was definitely like on thinking more towards the Joe's argument. And then it was Commanders. And then Joe brought up Bards, and I'm like, fuck yeah, Bards. And then like yeah, it was yeah, I'm gonna go with Commander because like I do like writing notes, and I think that could be fun in itself. I think like you could like write little friendly messages and stuff in each other's spell books. How cute would that be?
That's cute. All right. Well, that's 1-1 now. Professor Raptor Biscuit, who did it better?
Okay. I didn't watch the dance because I was laughing too hard. So I didn't see the dance. I apologize. I saw the first part, but the thing is, Commander, your debate was very cohesive, as was JoCat's. But I have to give it to JoCat because of this. Commander's reasoning for the 5 wizards is objectively not good because you don't have the money to copy all the spells down at first level. So that destroys your argument right there. And that messed up the entire argument for me because I'm like, that you left out key details that would have hurt your argument, so it's good that you didn't put them in. But as somebody who knows who knows how wizards work, it messed up the argument for me. Sorry.
Big brain, big brain. Spell book is so expensive, man.
Yeah, it costs
Spell paper itself.
Spell books,
Yeah.
the magical ink to copy it's a lot of money.
It costs 50 gold at level 1. You don't have 50 gold at level 1. Not even by rolling.
Well,
Just have a really rich character.
with
yeah.
that's 2
Sorry,
votes for
Commander.
JoCat. Let's move it forward. Nate takes.
Oh boy. I want to start off by saying that I would like both of you guys to ever wingman for me at a bar with those dance moves because that was incredible. Now getting down to it. JoCat started. I felt like he straight up like he prepared for this. Like the amount of information that Joe can bring out on a whim is insane. I felt like he was staring at an Excel sheet and he min-maxed his argument to a point where I was like, how will Commander ever be able to debate this? So Joe, that was incredible. However, the way that JoCat min-maxed his argument, Commander min-maxed the debate. And this is why. He pulled out a masterful move that I noticed immediately. The plague of tonight's show has been cutting the time in half. JoCat had to explain 5 people. Commander used his 45 seconds for 1. And that right there got my vote. Commander, you got it for me.
All right, Shrub. Who did it better?
So I'm gonna say this, Joe, JoCat, your party composition, I do agree with better. However, the fact that Commander was able to take what would normally be such an unconventional party and debate why it would work well, and honestly, like Professor brought up the point of the cost, but in my settings, I negate that anyway because it seems too much in my opinion. So realistically, his plan would have worked in a game I run, and the fact that he was able to bring such an unconventional, really unbalanced party and argue why it's the best one as well as he did, he's got my vote.
All right, Tailspin. Who did it better?
Yeah, after hearing like everyone else's kind of thoughts on it, and also just like I feel like JoCat came with something a little bit more balanced and inclusive than just like one class and that's it. So I'm gonna give it to JoCat.
I hate this.
It's a total tie.
Chat has been split 50-50 between both of you. The judges are split 50-50. Which means I have to do this now. I have to break this fucking tie.
Have fun. Good luck.
And the way I'm going to break this tie is very simple.
The logic or the meme lord?
It's not so much that. It's that Commander's idea, again, inherently great. In theory, great concept. But none of y'all have the fucking money to do whatever the fuck you were wanting to do with all you copy every single spell back and forth. That's at least 300 gold per person. No, that's like 500 gold per person at level 1. Y'all don't have that money. So that strat ain't working out. And Shrub, I'm glad that maybe they'll work in your setting. But well, no, order scribes level 2. They get to carve it in half. Level 1, they don't get to do that.
Forehead.
Yeah, just get to level 2. Yeah, but the entire plan falls flat. I like how you run the barter system. I don't run the barter system. So with that, I'm gonna give it to JoCat just on pure principle of game rules and logic alone. But
so logical.
But that was amazing.
Thank you. I knew it was the dance that sealed it.
The dance,
I know.
the interpretive dance. I don't even know what happened with that interpretive dance, but you guys won the hearts of chat and the judges both. So with that, congratulations. Congrats to both of you for an amazing semifinal round. But with that, we have our finals.